Okay, Cadre. Yeah, I just wanted to do a quick little video, show you guys the Rolls razors. So, when I got this several years ago off the bay, I lucked out pretty good, and you can see I've got the whole thing in here, there, and I mean I think I got pretty close to this thing being almost new old stock. It's got the inspection card still in it. I've got the instructions, which is quite the piece of paper here. Got stuff on both sides. Got advertisements for their soap, sticks, shave pucks, brushes, extra blades, all that kind of stuff. These guys were made from, I think, the 1920s through around sometime in the 50s. So this guy's decently old. I haven't checked, I should probably do that. Might do that before I post the video. I haven't checked the serial number that's over here, but this is the Imperial number 2. So this is nickel plated, I believe steel case, and it's got the little buttons here on the side on either end to open the lids. So I'll open this one up for you. So this is the hone lid coming off, and you can see this is just, I mean, that's in beautiful, beautiful condition, and it's definitely super smooth. Kind of got some grooves where the razor sat for a long time. I don't know, I haven't used this hone with the razor just because it's, I mean, it's in such good condition, aside from, I'm gonna guess, like just like jiggling around over time from the case being moved around, kind of put some slight grooves in there. You can kind of see them. I don't really have a good way of, I would have to like pull this out somehow, and I'm afraid I'd break it if I did that, to try to lap that smooth. So I don't use that. I did hone the blade up when I first got it on my regular honing progression, and that's been pretty good so far. So then here we have the razor. I've seen some people store the handle here sitting like over this and laying down, but I think that's why a lot of people hones you see on these are cracked, because people don't get it in there just right, and that puts pressure when you put the lid on. It's actually meant to store over here in this track, and that keeps anything from moving around very much. And then to get it out, you just take this handle and then slide that out of there. Of course, I'm doing this on video, so I can't get it. Come on. There we go. Okay, so there's your handle. That'll be close for you. So it's nice, some nice knurling. It fits perfectly over the back of that blade, and it has a little kind of the ball there to hold good pressure, a little bit of spring to it. And so then, the main reason I want to do this video is kind of show you guys the mechanism for how this works. So this other lid has the strop in it, and that's also in really good condition. I probably ought to get my hands on some neat's foot oil or something and rub a little bit of that into there to get it good, but condition it up. But it does a really good job. And so the mechanism for this is you just work this handle back and forth. I'll try to see if I can get that on video for you here. So you pull, and then some people I've seen do this pretty violently. I try to be careful with it, but you got to still make sure that this bar does flop when you go, but you just go back and forth, and it goes like that. The lids are not interchangeable. The strop has to go on one side, the hone goes on the other side, because when you flip this around, if you wanted to use the hone, you would take the strop lid off, and then instead of dragging the blade across, it would actually push the blade across like in a honing motion. Sorry, I forgot my tripod today, so I'm a little closer than I intended to be. So it actually pushes the blade along in a honing motion. to get that edge nice and sharp. Yeah, so then when you want to get that blade out of there to use it, just slowly push it so that it does that. It rotates 90 degrees and comes right off. So then for the blade, there's the hole. You got some, that's right, there's the hole. You got some markings. And then you can see it's kind of a little hard to see with that. It's not want to focus for me. There we go. So it's probably, it's a little bit of a hollow grind. I would say maybe half hollow. But it's got that bar on there, and the bar does move. Try to do this without cutting myself. There we go. So the bar moves. It's not really much of, I mean, it acts a little bit as a guide bar, but less than a safety bar, more than anything. But you do use a pretty steep angle, just like a straight razor with this. And yeah, so like I said, I honed this up on my normal stone progression when I first got it, and I've only used it limited amount, so it's still pretty good. Yeah, so just wanted to kind of show you guys that, and then put it back in. Just put it on, rotate, let it lay back down. And then handle goes in before you lay the mechanism down. So yeah, no, you can see it fits really nice in there, and it's out of the way, so it's not going to crack your hone when you close it. And then this just, there we go, lays down in there, out of the way. And I like to push the button as I'm closing it, just to keep this little stress on snapping these things in place. And I'll go ahead and open the strap side so you can kind of see what everything looks like from there. So there's the strap. That looks like it wouldn't be horrible to replace if I needed to, but again, this one's just in really nice condition. So I haven't had to mess with anything like that. I just probably need to get something to condition it a little bit. But yeah, so that's the Rolls Razor for you guys. There's a decent amount of information online available. They're not super rare, but you just don't see them used a whole lot because a lot of them are broken or missing pieces. So I got lucky, I got everything on the first go and with the one kit, but a lot of people, in order to put together something that's actually usable, they have to buy multiple kits to get everything. And that can get a little pricey. So that's basically it for this video, so I'll see you guys around the pages.